Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in, Gamer Noob. Welcome in, Sesharu. Welcome in the rest of our viewers here today. We've got this Zvonki Cup 2 coming back at you. First play day was yesterday. We got more matches coming at you. I think we'll have Peru Cup later this evening. We'll have the grand finale of X Pies tournament on Monday. So definitely a lot of coverage coming at you in the next 24 hours or so. To kick it off, we've got NWA versus F1 here on the Parish. For NWA, we've got Reeves, Burst, Assassin, and Now. As for F1, we got Near, Anthony X4, Jonathan, JML06, and of course, America's favorite dish, Peru's favorite dish, the world's favorite dish, ceviche, also going to be hopping in for the infected side to start us off. We are going to have a tank at 73%, Charger, Jockey, Boomer, Smoker for the first hit. Of course, it seems like it's a late tank, and in fact, with the tank being at this percentage, it may mean that they can get in 2 hits. We'll see if that's the case or not. I know those yuck emotes are not in response to ceviche. But anyways, let's get this first hit in there. Jockey hopping through. Charger going to try to get in there. Oh, wow. Honestly, a beautiful first take by NWA. F1 can't get anything in. Unfortunately, the Peruvian sushi dish of ceviche not going to have a delectable end that time around. But all jokes aside, we'll leave ceviche jokes in Chapter 1. But welcome in Salty Potato. And, of course, welcome in Skylar as well. Great to have y'all in here. Let's see if F1 is going to be able to get another hit in. If they even... Okay, they're going to send it straight in. Beautiful Team Skeet. As Now is just standing there waiting. Getting in 231 damage in 5 shots with the Susie. Jockey trying to delay, but of course he was the tank. And now we've still got a Charger and we've still got a Spitter, notably. Spitter can help block, but they've made it past the main choke point to make that happen. And they are just going to be positioned here. No problem at all. Going in. Maybe could have done well to team that up with a rock. Okay, he's just going to use this as a... Oh, wow. The car could be a... Oh, my God. Triple boom. Don't do it, Jonathan. Jonathan. Okay, he's going to roll it in with 3 boom. And then he decides, oh, wait. Hold on. Guns. I don't like guns. Hold on. Wait, guns don't seem great. Going to hit it right onto the skybox. And now all the triple boom is gone. We got a Smoker. We got a Hunter. Ready to go, but we don't have any CIs, folks. And don't know what the move was there. The right move. It was a tricky situation for Jonathan. It doesn't feel right, though. Whatever is going on right now does not particularly feel right as the Hunter gets skeeted out of the sky. Jockey Smoker dead. Tank goes around for the car, but now he's wide open, and NWA is just going to run it forward. Wait, was this all a bait? Was this Jonathan's big plan here? No, it was not. It unfortunately was not Jonathan's big plan. It was Jonathan's very small plan. And that's going to be that. 96.6% post-tank. Chapter 1 of Parish. Nothing crazy points-wise, but it's definitely sending a message. Are they going to get a perfect round? We'll have to see how this hit plays out. Charge is over. Boom gets popped first. Charge spit is going to find one. Should be able to neutralize all potential of that perfect round. And indeed, they will just barely be able to do that. Dipping the bonus down below 90%. A nice little 800, 900 point lock-in for NWA to start us off. And honestly, I would have loved to clip this earlier than I did. I don't think you get to see the full story here. But there was actually a tri-boom before this came out. And I was kind of thinking you just send it with the tri-boom even without having SIs, and you get your SIs up shortly after. That being said, all of the SIs are kind of bottlenecked here at the entrance to the waterfront market. So let me know, chat, what you think the best play was with this tank, because I'm honestly kind of perplexed. One thing that I really did not like was how the SIs followed up. After the boom was done, they go in before the tank goes in while the tank is fishing out the car, and then NWA just runs it forward. Obviously, like this part right here where the hunter gets skated, smoker, jockey, all just jumping through. I did not like that part. It did allow Jonathan to go over here to this car, but the car's in a really weird, not great spot. And that's why that car can be a massive bait, even if you get it up and over. Let's see how NWA manages to do on their SI side. It was pretty devastating on their survivors. That much is for sure. Smoker's going to start it off. Grabs a back. They're trying to push through. Charge, not going to be able to line up. He still gets a smack off of it. And yeah, we also got, hello, we got the jockey over here. And that's going to be a solid hit. About 7-8%. Welcome in, Hambone. Lovely to have you in here. Just in time to toss up some yuck emotes. Alright, so question again, this time being posed to NWA. Do we want to try to hit on the run back to allow the tank to cut off? It's a 2-2. Assassin, the tank, is going to be the hunter. He just hops in, he grabs near. And look at F1 grouped up here. Going to go single file line through this huge choke point. Are they going to be able to capitalize on this at all? Boom. The Charger eventually goes out. I thought that could have happened earlier. Maybe I'm crazy, but anyways, a spit is going to be great. The double boom, and the tank is just going to roll it in. One guy is standing on top of the hittable car, but down goes Jonathan, and you can see just how deadly those CIs are. He's actually just going to kill off Jonathan. Gets to kill him off, and look at the horde. F1 has not done a great job at trimming down that horde. That being said, Nick really giving the tank the runaround, but he does eventually end up connecting. We got a smoker jockey hunter ready to go. In fact, the smoker's good. Gonna try to cover it with the jockey, but you know what? Who cares about coverage? You know, the tank is still there. The tank is still 3.2k. Gonna connect with the hunter and finish the job, and that is going to be obviously quite a big point discrepancy. About 730-ish points in favor of NWA after, you know, beautiful tank execution. This is kind of like what F1 could have had. This is what F1 could have done, had on this chapter 1, but it just not really, like, I clipped it a little bit late. I would have loved to see what led to this. We had the charge spit into the double boom, and you can see, I mean, F1 landed a triple boom, not a double boom, but a triple boom. So they had even more horde. You can see just how much horde is pouring through. The other F1 members are basically being left to just clear CIs, and then they get double capped on the sidelines. So yeah, I feel like the potential was there for F1 to have pretty much the same success, but Jonathan got a little bit distracted by the car, and also kind of the other SIs for NWA also landed, like the charge spit also landed. It brought Jonathan quite down on HP, so he was able to get cornered and killed off very quickly. So there were a couple variables that led to NWA being able to do it, but either way, this is an insane start for them. Obviously, up quite a bit points-wise, have had impressive performances on Survivor and Special Infected. And the question just is, you know, as we get to what is going to be the much more valuable chapters that the Parish has to offer, are we going to see this just be the norm, or is F1 going to be able to find a hole, a window, something to get them back into the conversation. Because right now, it is just a huge wall between these two teams. Waiting for a ready up from now, and then we'll head into it. I think if you are F1, if you're not watching from the spectator cam and you are just F1, a member right now, it's going to be really difficult to mentally recover from that Chapter 1. I don't think any of the players here are particularly used to having their matches casted and stuff like that. That could possibly get into their head. But I think gameplay-wise, F1 definitely still has an opportunity. Smoker, Hunter, Charger, Boom. What's the setup for F1 here? Boom just going to walk around, not getting anything. Charge comes in with a double. And the Hunter follows up. They're just going to team down Reeves. Actually, the Smoke decides, you know what? I have a grand scheme. The grandest of schemes coming out. No, not a scratch. Why would I just walk in and scratch the enemy for 4 damage when I can hop around, climb around, go total Zaboomafoo mode, and get a nice little smoke tongue for half a second. Alright, we're going to have a 2-2. Jockey Charger. Do they hit at the gazebo? We got the hit ready. NWA baits it out. Charger and the Spitter both spawn in. Gonna have to continue to tango here. And the Boom goes in first and dies. And now we got Boom first for 3 hits in a row. Oh my goodness. Now the jockey's dead. Now we just got a charged Spit. And the thing is, it's already the Spit gets popped and they die last. The charged Spit dies last. And this is not what you want. I mean, damage-wise, it's an absolute no. But also, rotation-wise, they had the right setup, right? They had it. Send in the charged Spit. Okay, you got baited out. Just send it in anyways. Have Jockey Boom do some aftercare. Instead, they swap that. And it just leads to the worst of all worlds here. As we get to a very, very, very important choke point with no Spit and with no charge. Jockey, Hunter, Smoker, Boom is going to be the lineup here for F1. As the doors open, F1 didn't even have an opportunity to maybe sack the Boom. Look at the Boom. The Boom is literally AFK. He has stopped playing the game. Ceviche is eating some ceviche. He has stopped playing the game. His team has not realized it. Or maybe they have realized. Look at the Boom cam, folks. We got a little Boom cam here. Incredible Boomer gameplay. Ceviche has left the building, folks. He has left the Cyber Cafe, no longer playing the match. And his team has not paused. His team has not paused during this. They say, "Oh, that's just Ceviche. Don't worry about him. He's smoking a bowl and he's going to be right back into it. Just give him a second." Welcome in, Montex. NWA frag video. This NWA they've been putting on a clinic on Chapter 2. For sure. I'm curious, do we still have the Boom over here? Okay, fortunately not. Ceviche. Oh, wait, he's left! He's left! Ceviche has left! My question is, how is your name going to represent the national dish of Peru? Okay, he's back. I thought it was a rage quit. I was going to be like, you can't just represent Peru and leave. You have to have some more fighting spirit than that. Alright, Nier is going to be rolling it in. They get a 1 Boom. I really would have loved to see him wait for the SIs at this point. Wait for the SIs to get up. Because now he's rolling it. Oh, folks, there's not too much to say about this situation. I know as a caster it is my job to do some casting, but there's really not too much to say about what just unfolded in front of our eyes there. I will say, it was not a no-hitter. Nier does manage to get 1 smack. But, you know, not lining it up with your SIs. Gotta have your SIs up before you go in. I like the Boom. Sitting in the Boom, you know, getting it in the sack rotation, so you're not going to get a boom, but you got to wait. It was kind of like they found the triple boom and didn't run it in, and then they found the single boom and ran it in. Left 4 Dead is a very adaptative game. You got to adapt. We got Montec saying ceviche is delicious. Nyam nyam. Yes. I love it. Are you talking about the player or the food? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Okay. 85. Oh my god, the smoke pool. But, I mean, look at this. We got NWA here. 84% of the bonus that they are going to walk in with. And you know what? Chapter 1 was forgivable, but Chapter 2 is feeling a little bit unforgivable. So let's see this final hit come out. Spit block. Beautifully done. Amazing. And that's going to be 2,300 even for NWA. I mean, honestly, when you tune into the NWA channel, you should probably be expecting the teams to have some things to work on. If the teams are the top of the top, it's going to be over on MK Stream, MKJ13. So if you're trying to watch only the pinnacle of Left 4 Dead 2, that stream is going to be much more for that. Over on the NWA stream, for those of y'all who regularly tune in, you know we regularly host amateur rosters, etc., etc. Zvonki Cup 2 is a open registration cup, which means anybody can register in it. And I, for one, applaud F1 for coming in here as a squad, getting some experience in the tournament seed. Obviously, not the best showing from them so far, but they definitely have some potential. They definitely have more potential than teams who are too afraid to sign up, or people who are too antisocial to have 3 people in their life who are willing to join a team with them, which is a real issue. That is a real issue. We have some issues with some antisocial personality disorder. I'm not trying to diagnose the Left 4 Dead 2 community, but we do have a touch of that here and there. Not going to say any specific names, but regardless, Charger, Smoker, Boomer, Hunter, ready to go.
Spin him around and shoot him in the face.
And I'm excited to see what NWA has to offer for this hit. Boom overhead, grabs 2 with the smoke charge, grabbing them, and the Hunter to block the other 2 inside the safe room, while the Smoker and the Charger rip away. Beautiful 10%er with the double boom. Oh, absolutely salty potato. I just wanted to make it clear for people who maybe aren't familiar with the channel that we do host a range of teams on the NWA stream. And with this being early on in the Open Registration Cup, you're going to see the gamut. I believe we've got GOAT signed up for this tournament as well. So you never know. I like the aggressive hit. It actually does walk into a double spit situation. Hunt spit. And it's a beautiful one. Anthony's got to pop the pills. I personally, sorry, I mean, there's a bit of a delay on the stream if you couldn't tell, so I can't really respond in real time to what y'all are saying. But I will say one more thing. I don't take it as a negative thing, the fact that I host amateur or even sub-amateur teams on the channel. I love being kind of that first place where a lot of these teams get hosted. It's a pleasure to be able to cast a range of teams. And, you know, a lot of times amateur matches get a lot of craziness that you aren't going to see in other matches. So I just wanted to say it's not a negative thing for me to be casting a range of teams. I actually view it as a positive. So regardless, we do have the quad ready to go as F1 is exiting, as we refocus our attention back on the match at hand. I'm curious, do they hit here? Do they just want to send in a quad, or do they want to wait for the event? Hunter's hopping around. They don't have a spit, which is, of course, a big tool for... Okay, they're going to send it here. I like it. I was wondering, what? They do it! They don't get the Hunter clear. In the meantime, that is going to be a quad out of NWA. I was like, that was honestly the place where I least expected it, but they make it work. What a moment. What a moment. Okay, let's watch it back. It is what it is. I said I wanted some action, and the teams delivered on this one. Hunter lands first, and look, they all turn around right into the chaos, the death zone. That's going to be a beautiful 2,000 point advantage, 1,000 points per chapter of strictly advantage coming out of NWA right now. It is incredible. We've got Salty Potato saying, still got map 3 and 4. Hey, I respect you. I respect you. We got Danny. We got Danny in the chat as well. We got KZ in the chat as well. We got X-Wolves. What up, y'all? You know what? Let's watch it back one more time while we wait for these ready-ups. Beautifully done. Beautifully done. All right, Boomer, Hunter, Charger, Smoker. That's right. Montek saying this was the first quad at Zvonki too. I think it probably was. Nice. Now that's a distinct award for NWA for sure. I like that NWA is taking it slow. They're still going to play normally. Early charge. We would love to see a smoke set up for that charge.
Reloading. Reload. Reloading.
Great follow-up hit for F1. Do y'all hear an echo from these? It sounds like the survivors are in a cave or something. Okay, it sounds good now. But as they drop down, no hit coming out yet. They do eventually send it in. Mowing down the charge. Got to get some kind of... Okay, well, actually the double cap lands. What I was going to say is, you know, with the charger, a lot of times you got to have the hunter or the jockey try to distract a little bit. Otherwise, NWA is just going to be able to mow down the charger as it comes out.
Reloading.
Charger. Oh, completely avoids Nick altogether. Cheeky little spit, trapping Row in the bathtub. Okay, should be able to get around there. I love the smoker shenanigans. I love the smoke. The smoker will chill. Got a quad. Uh-oh. F1. Can we get the second quad as Zvonki Cup 2? Can we get the second quad as Zvonki Cup 2? The Hunter gives away his position up top there. Gonna go running around. They're gonna hunt him down! Oh my god! They are ruthless! He's down to 41 HP. He can still go back into Ghost for 29 HP. Now at this point, NWA has to be allowed to cross, right? Or they're just going to pick the Hunter. Hunter does not have enough time to go back into Ghost form to get a little bit of health back. And they're just gonna, I like this. Hide one behind the tree, block some spawns, bait it out. Of course, they recognize that Hunter is so close to dead, but NWA doesn't want to take any chances. They came here to dominate, and that's what they want to do. Hunter gives another voice cue. NWA knows exactly where he is. They start pressing forward. Oh my god. Hello. Right to the charge though. Oh, but no coverage. Jockey with a double stumble, but it's just a second too late. And that will be the quad. Mopped up quite nicely by NWA. Obviously, the Skeet starting it off with a bang. And we're going to have the tank here in just a second, but we are going to have the pipeline hit before it comes out. It does look like they're not going to be able to set up. Boom, Spit comes out first, obviously, because it was a quad. And by the time the cappers get up, NWA is already through. Are we going to have a hit before? I would like to, personally, I don't know how y'all feel. I would like to have a hit here before, okay. We know NWA is going to run it back here, and they're going to sit down here. So I personally would have liked to just have the hit S4 come out, but F1 just holding. Double boom. Okay. Spit. Okay. And now they can trap him. Oh! Oh, come on. Come on. Reeves, you can't give him that one? Reeves, come on, bro. Come on, dog. This is rude. Alright, so we got a tank. Obviously, all these... Well, he's kind of hit two of them, so we're not going to have two alarms anymore. But anyways, he's going to climb it down. Take it chill. And he goes. Missing the first, missing the second, but we got a smoker. The smoke is good. And with the charge is good too. We got a double cap. But unfortunately, they will get broken. One goes down. Anthony. He's got no options. He's maybe what I would have liked to see out of Anthony is potentially a decommit after he got that first down, because we've got these areas over to the side of the stage, right? That you can actually climb up and run behind. I'm not sure. Maybe that's not the move. But he did what he could after that first cap, but all the SIs were dead, all the support gone, and that's that. That's what I'm saying. I do love to cast. Oh, hold on. Oh, okay. You never know what's gonna happen next in a match like this. You never know. Okay. And we're finally at the namesake of Chapter 3 at the cemetery, where NWA is trying to put F1 to rest. And with another 1200 pointer, it's looking like that might just happen. Hunt, smoke on one side, Hunt on the other. No spit. Smoke pull on coach. Okay. I mean, F1's finding some gaps here and there.
Reloading.
This feels right. Hey, I'm reloading.
Secret Agent Jockey on the case. But unfortunately, he has been sniffed out. He's got to be a little bit more quiet to go secret agent like that. Send him back. Get him some stealth training. We are going to have 1100. I love this moment from NWA. I mean, this was a good attempt by F1. I was struggling to find what the line was for F1, like why they were waiting so long. But they actually try to catch them out. Reeves doesn't go down the hole. Boom, spit. He's trapped. His teammates can't help him out. But there's the one shot, and you know, Reeves says thank you very much. Okay. Charge, smoke, boom, hunt. Now, I would like to see a little bit better of a setup for this charge for NWA. Okay, we got the smoker going over here. Obviously, the smoker can also go to one of these spots, maybe even over here. Choosing for this area, we'll see if the smoke is able to set up or if this is just going to be additional separation for NWA. F1 is also going to be baiting it out. I love this out of F1 because when you're in this position and you're getting super smacked down, it's so easy to just be like, hold W, the smoke charge will still be good. Hunts are catching on the two non-boom targets. Oh, and the boom even stumbles F1 while they tried to leave. This is a textbook play. Sure, they didn't rush it down, but they still get absolutely slaughtered by the NWA squad. I mean, they are just taking every little advantage and putting it under a microscope. I mean, this is it. We got 45%. Okay, hold on. They get the pickups. We got about 45% of the bonus gone after the first hit. Tragic moment for F1. They do still escape. They get to pop their pills. This is early on, but we're going to have another pretty big hit. Hold on. Jockey charge into the spit. It's a double in the spit with the boom stumble. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's going to be, you know, it's going to be a pretty lackluster 15% hit when you compare it to the 45% that they got on the hit before it. I expect to see more from NWA. I mean, that was kind of a weak hit. Gonna bring down their average. Double boom.
Weapons over here. Watch out! Hey, watch out!
Reloading here.
Charge missing. Hunt hops in. Quad is a no-go for NWA.
Reloading.
And down goes Rochelle.
Reload.
I understand wanting to make jokes and stuff, especially when one team is getting a beatdown. But at the same time, I want, you know, if your match gets featured on the Notch stream, I want that to be something you're happy about, not something you're dreading. You know, that's why I'm like, I've got to think about how I want to approach it. If you got any opinions, let me know. Trying to get the double spit, and it will be good with the spread on top of the table. There's going to be two people going down with the common log. Another massive hit out of NWA, and this is disgusting.
My bad.
You know, that being said, like, toxicity is just, it's Left 4 Dead 2. You know, you got to overcome. No one is immune. No one is immune to the shit talking. Beautiful triple boom. And they're just going to say, okay, the charge rethinks it. And I like that decision out of Burst because I was like, okay, we are just going completely psycho mode. And Nier's gonna get downed anyways, so.
Reloading! Hey, look out! Reloading.
A nice little ghost hop. Into the jump. Look at that. Look at that. NWA. Look at that. Nier's dead. They killed her. They fucking killed her. Oh my goodness.
You're starting to worry me. I can get you up, but you go down again, and that's it. Thanks. Sure thing.
Obviously, this is going to make the areas like this upcoming area a lot more difficult with the drop down, the climb up. Nice little double boom. Are they going to send in the spit as well and just go straight for a quad? No. They're going to go for damage. Oh, no, they do decide. They do decide to send it. Oh, my God. What the... What the... What the... What the... What the... What? We're watching that one. Of all, like, I went through, like, 3 or 4 different highlights to show that round. I just kept resetting them, and this is going to be the highlight we end up with. I believe the single spit, did this down 3 of them with 1 spit? I think it was the boom spit wipe. I think it's look at the spit. It doesn't even immediately come out. They walk into the corner, spit comes out, and yeah, they're in the corner, and there's a spit, and they all die. Okay. Alright. That's all, folks. Salty Potato says, I'm rooting for F1. That's what I like to hear. I knew we had some F1 fans in here. Alright, we got the Hunt Smoke. Boom sends it in first. They say, get that ish out of my face.
Reloading.
They say, you know what? Actually, we like the booms. We want the booms first whenever possible. Oh, wait. I mean, it's still a great hit. Unfortunately, we're going to have the boom back first because we just love those booms. But it's still almost a 10%er.
I'm a reload.
3-1 with the boom. F1 is going to be forced to let them inside. And we send in the boom first. You know, this is one of the most remarkable... there's been a lot of interesting decision making, but the most remarkable of them has been the boom first every hit. That is something that has kind of evaded my realm of understanding. It's kind of on a different plane. It's got different sort of planar energy than I'm capable of accessing on my current level of consciousness.
Man, I don't know which way to go. Reloading.
I'm right there with you, Cesario. I'm right there. You gotta respect it. We have the double boom. Hunt hops in. Can we get a spit follow-up? And the boom died first again, folks. Which means everyone's favorite part, we're going to have another boom in this piece. It's working so well. It's working so far for F1. I mean, you got to hand it to them. They got 20% down. NWA is just going to be able to walk through here unimpeded.
Somebody start the tractor. Hit it.
The button does get pressed in the meantime. A rare charger first situation. I think that was just a miscomm from F1, though. I don't think they're intentionally sending. And there we go. The boom first once again. Hunter dies. And the jockey dies. And now I'm kind of picking. I was wondering what that flavor was from F1. I was like, what's that flavor? Is that some kind of secret ingredient? And now I am understanding that the secret ingredient is the boom first each and every time. We got another boom ready to go. Let's get the boom vision. Where's the boom? Oh, there's the boomer. They're going to send the smoke. Controversial decision to send the smoker first. Oh, the charge double back into the spit. Don't drop down, Ellis. And now the boom comes out first. So I think... Oh, no. We're good. Boom died second. We're good. We're going to get another boom. No worries. If anyone was stressing out about, like, why was the sack order like that? Why is there not a boom getting back in the sack order? Don't worry. It's there.
This stuff burns, man.
All right, folks. This could be a wipe for F1 very easily. I hate this spot. That being, NWA is a ton of HP, but this could be the wipe. We're looking at Smoker Hunter Jockey. He's gonna roll it in with the Smoker Hunter Jockey. Why do we have a smoker in this situation? I guess it's fine. Whatever. We got one player in the corner. He doesn't wait for the corner. Just rolls it in, and surely that is just going to be a singular down-a-roni here. Oh, whoop! Almost found Ellis. Gonna chase down Assassin. 1,300 HP left. And that is going to be that. You know, I think F1 needs to work on two major things. If they have two major takeaways, number one, the boom first, every single hit, that needs to stop. That needs to stop immediately. Second thing, sending in your tanks when you don't have, for example, in that closed quarter, not waiting. It's just tank play in general. The tank play has been a little bit... There's a lot of takeaways, but those would be the two major ones. You know, wait for your tank to get the cap in the corner and then go in. Unless you're getting pressured really hard, but that tank had so much HP. And the SI just go in. Jockey, no, not going to do it. Charge comes out, no good. Hunter hops through, no good. Beautifully done by NWA, and they are basically going to have a very chill time for the rest of this chapter. Not really much else that they can do through this area, so... NWA is going to lock in another, 1,200 points, 1,300 points.
Oh, a safe house. Up ahead.
And for old time's sake, we do send in the boom first one last time before NWA locks it up. Nicholas, can we not? Nicholas, come on, man. Don't be a bitch, Nicholas. Don't be a fucking asshole, Nicholas. And we got the tank. Smoker Hunter Jockey, and look, we already got him going in. It's Ceviche's 6k HP. And he gets his corner. He got his corner. Oh, man. I gotta say, though, I don't know if anyone knows this NWA squad of Reeves, Burst, Assassin, and Now, but they've been performing very well. I really like what they've offered to the table. It hasn't been against the most difficult opponents, but they've still, this NWA squad, none of these players are on my radar. The team isn't on my radar. But, this could be a team to watch for sure in the upcoming rounds of the Zvonki Cup 2. Let's see how they perform on the SI side. Smoker, Boomer, Hunter, Spitter. Yeah, I agree, Danny. I agree. I think they need to get some scrims in. I think some scrims would benefit this F1 team quite a lot. Some reviews of the scrims as well as some footage review. Kind of figure out what they're doing differently from other teams, because kind of becomes apparent when you watch back the footage, but maybe when you're playing it, not as apparent. But regardless, I mean, you gotta hand it to them. They have played out each and every chapter. We've got teams who literally will FF when they're down like 500 after chapter 1. It's insane. We've got teams who are so willing to give up and go eat their ceviche that they don't even want to play the game anymore. And F1 is chilling in here. They're playing out every single chapter, and this is how you learn. Sometimes you gotta get the beat down.
I'm reloading.
All right, quad attempt for NWA. Can they get 2 in 1 match? This is going to be an interesting spot to try to get that quad. We got the Charger set up behind, ready to get some shenanigans as they transition. I like them waiting a little. Okay, this is interesting. That's kind of crazy. Look at the charge. The longest road to nowhere. He finds him. But the smoke tongue gets cleared. Yeah, they're not going to be able to find a quad that way. Yeah, it was especially obvious on map 2 for sure. Well said. But regardless, it's been a pleasure to be able to cast. For those of you who are tuned in and wondering what else we've got going on, well, we've got at least one more Zvonki Cup match that could happen tonight. I believe we've also got Copa Peru. Don't worry, I'm going to make sure we catch this hit in the meantime. But we got 7 seconds left on Assassin. So F1, if they just hold W, 25 DP into the spit, into the charge. No, I don't know what now was looking for on that spit. Just a block? I don't know. But as we go over to, let's see, let's check out Copa Peru here as well. We've got some Copa Peru matches. East Coast, 9 p.m. Now keep in mind it's 7 p.m. right now. So in 2 hours, we'll have South Stars versus Sakori on MK stream, MKJ13. Make sure you catch that. And then 2 hours after that, we will have, I believe, Colossus playing their match as well. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. I tuned back in just in time. So yeah, we got a lot of action for sure. I believe we've also got maybe some Zvonki Cup matches. And we've also got XPT, the XPT tournament grand finale, which is going to be happening tomorrow, Lunes, Monday. Beautifully done by NWA. They separate the F1 squad. Coach drops down to try to help out Ro, but in the meantime, he abandons Nick. Is Nick going to die? Why does it say he's not dead yet? Okay, there he is. He's going to die as well. We got 2 players dead. Coach chooses Ro, and it's kind of romantic. We love the post-apocalyptic romantic vibes. Makes for a great Hollywood blockbuster. Not quite gonna get it. Nier is still alive. And look at Assassin! Getting rode hard, put away wet. Is this a Smurf? Like, do we have Smurfs playing right now on NWA accounts? Really? You just got rode hard, put away wet. Really? Really? Okay. Yeah, wow. Alright. Huh. Okay. Alright. And are we going finale? No, neither team's saying GG. Neither team is going to call the GG. I think we might be blessed with a Parish finale here. They may be down 4,000 points or so, but
Before we run across this bridge right toward bombs on us, anyone want to talk about a plan B?
I feel like Rode Hard Put Away Wet is like one of the easiest challenges. You in order to get Rode Hard Put Away Wet, you get a jockey and steer them into an acid from the spitter. That's literally it. And this guy just now got it. That's a little bit sus, folks. That's relatively sus. That's just a little bit sus to me. I sure hope we're getting a finale. They're all readied up. Check him PC. Yeah, that's definitely the vibes. That's definitely the vibes.
Hey, Ellis got you. Ain't nothing gonna happen to you now.
We're on the bridge.
Oh my god, they said that so quick. I love it. The hunter does get skeeted, but the charge gets in there. And, I mean, what do we think? Unfortunately, didn't the charge die second or third? I don't know if they're going to have a charge for the death charge situation now.
Finally get out of this hell.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything in the rulebook like you have to be X amount of points away. Otherwise, you can't call finale. So, I love this. Nice little quad boom.
All right, y'all, let's go.
Careful, smoker.
Give me just a moment here. We didn't miss anything, don't worry. We've got Arturo Gaming saying hello, speak Spanish. Incredible first comment. Que emoción. Que emoción. Yo soy peruano. Yo como ceviche. Muy deliciosa. Okay. Wait, I've been wanting to see some death charges or to see some fireworks, but I don't know how clued in F1 is on the death charge situations, etc.
Watch out for chargers on these ledges.
Hey, got a machete.
Oh! No way. No way. I thought that was it. They might have put invisible walls. I've heard about invisible walls and such being added compared to vanilla finale here, but I'm not sure. That jockey was nice for sure. I honestly couldn't tell you the last time I played the vanilla Parish finale, so he's gonna go straight in onto Reeves, and I do quite like this, but the issue is he misses, and now he's in a sea. He's in a sea of survivors, and he's getting hit with the frying pan honestly, you know, it was a little bit much. At least have some respect and hit the man in the face with the frying pan, not in the nuts and in the private parts region. It's kind of it's kind of uncalled for, if I'm being real. But regardless, a little below the belt action from NWA, but we will allow it. Are we going to see any death charges? We got a charge. We got a smoker. Can you charge him off? Can he charge him off? Oh my god, that's not the angle to charge him off, folks. We had right here. Right here. Oh my goodness. Maybe right here. Maybe boom, boom. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Arturo, no gusta mi español. PPP.
Get to the chopper.
Oh, we got a little 800 bonus situation here. Let's see. I don't think they quite got 6K, but it's very close. Unfortunately, I don't think we got a replay for that one either. And it is going to be NWA falling just short of 6K. If Rowe did not get hit by that jockey, then there would have been 6K. I don't think we have a clip for this. Yeah, I did not clip this, but enjoy this. This was a crazy little hit. They actually had a great moment at the start of Chapter 5. Where they got the charge spit, sending it very aggressively. I like that. Look at the jockey kill. Oh my goodness. Dude.
Shoot me again and I'll drop you.
Oh, nice little skeet from Jonathan there. Spit goes out second. But notice how NWA does not commit their charger here. They choose, and I think that, you know, the damage was nice out of F1 when they landed that charge here. But you get to keep the charge. Now we're going to have a charge jockey smoker boomer. Let's see it. Death charge coming up. Okay, the smoke of the jock, the charge from behind. Dun dun, dun dun. Don't come on, can you come on? Don't come on, don't do it, don't do it to him, don't do it to him. Oh, look at him go, look at him go, dude. What do we do? What do we do? No, no. Oh, no, dude, that was way too close. The extended BM on Rochelle attempted. Oh my goodness. Oh, don't. She's fine. She's completely fine. No broken legs. No broken legs at all. She's complete. She said, "You know what? I'm gonna walk that off. I'm gonna walk that off." Incredible. She said, "No, folks, I'm fine." Double bitch, quad boom with the hunter. Nope. Hello. Hello. Alright, just a very normal game of Left 4 Dead 2. Very relaxed and normal game. Look, even the common infected are finding a way to have a good time. I can tell you one thing. I've been to New Orleans, and you do not want to go near the water. No offense to any New Orleans residents, but if I was that hunter, that would be a pretty devastating way to die in the waters of New Orleans. Oh my God! The car's not an insta-kill, but it is going to be 75-ish points of damage. Going in for more. Nice little double smack. Jonathan's hanging. One goes down. And that is going to be a beautiful conclusion to our match. GG's across the board. GG's indeed. And that is going to be that. That's going to conclude us for the time being. Let's see. I think we're going to be taking about a hour and a half break-ish. Let me get the exact time on Hikori's match. Hikori's match is at is in about an hour and 45 minutes from now. So we will be tuned back in about an hour and 45 minutes on MK's stream, MKJ13, where we are going to see Hikori facing off against South Stars. That is definitely going to be a match that you're going to want to tune into, again, on MK's stream, MKJ13. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and rage all out, take a little break, and chill for a little bit before we get into that. So much love to y'all. Much more Left 4 Dead 2 on the horizon, fortunately to say. But we will be taking a break for the time being. I'll go ahead and rage all out. And shout out to the competitors. It was very fun to watch. It was definitely one-sided, don't get me wrong, but it was a pleasure to be able to watch it. Some really unique ideas coming out of NWA. And also F1 with the tenacity of a bear, of a mutant bear. Because they go finale. You love it. You gotta love it. You gotta respect it. The finale, even going in. I think they need to watch this match if they want to. They need to watch some footage of themselves and kind of figure out where can we improve, because the boomer first was obviously a big issue. The tank committing with the SIs didn't really feel there. But on the whole, F1 did have some moments where they shone as well. So it was a pleasure to be able to cast this match. GG's to Meepo, who was in the match himself. GG's and congratulations on the win to NWA. We also had a bunch of people hanging out and chatting and enjoying this match. Of course, Salty Potato, TDS Skyler, Gamer Noob, always. Gamer Noob, always in the place. We got Arturo asking me to speak Spanish and then not following up when I spoke Spanish. Arturo, I'm side-eyeing your ass, my friend. We also had Danny in the house, Sesharu. It was a pleasure to be able to cover this match with y'all. Montex in the place as well. So, it was a pleasure, and we'll see you again in the not-so-distant future. Much love, y'all.